11 sleep myths you need to stop believing. You know, the mystery of sleep is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. We spend a third of our lives doing it, yet it's the ultimate enigma. It's like a secret club we're all a part of, except no one remembers the meetings. And oh boy, the things people say about sleep. It's time to unravel these bedtime myths and tuck them in for good. Myth: you're a good sleeper if you can fall asleep anywhere. Falling asleep anywhere, anytime might seem like an enviable talent, right? But hold on a sec. While being able to doze off in unexpected places feels like a quirky skill, it might also be a signal that your body's missing out on the good stuff, solid shut-eye at night. Sure, it's convenient to catch some Z's during a dull meeting or a tedious movie. Yet, those daytime naps could be a sneaky hint from your body that you're not getting enough quality sleep when the stars are out. Think of it as a friendly nudge from within to clock in better bedtime hours. So, while nodding off in unconventional spots might feel like a neat trick, it could also be your body's way of saying, hey, let's catch some proper shut-eye when the night falls, shall we? Time to cozy up to a regular sleep routine for a more satisfying snooze under the nighttime sky. Myth: everybody snores. Ah, the symphony of snores. Occasional light snoring is as regular as that cringeworthy moment when you hit reply all by mistake. You know, the gentle purr that escapes when you're in the sweet embrace of sleep. But, hold up. If your nighttime serenade could rival a lawnmower convention, that might need a closer look. Let's put it this way, if the neighbors are jolted awake, thinking there's a seismic event happening next door, it might be a tad bit beyond the usual snooze soundtrack. We're talking about those decibel levels that could give Darth Vader a run for his money. If it's a nightly rendition with a booming bass that's anything but a lullaby, it might be time for a checkup. Snoring that echoes through the walls, especially if it's accompanied by gasping, choking, or snorting. That's the kind of symphony that needs some expert ears. Trust me, your neighbors shouldn't be taking notes on your nocturnal concerts. It might just be a cue to nudge you toward a chat with a sleep specialist. Because, honestly, your sleep soundtrack shouldn't be causing neighborhood whispers or sleepless nights for anyone but you. Myth: alcohol helps you sleep. The nightcap, that tiny sip promising a cozy journey to dreamland. But wait, there's a plot twist. While it might initially usher in the Sandman, alcohol's got a sneaky agenda. Sure, it might lull you into a drowsy state, but it's playing a double game with your sleep quality. Here's the secret sauce: while that nightcap might seemingly seal the deal for a blissful night's rest, it's actually whispering goodbye to your REM sleep, the deep, restorative kind. It's like inviting a friend over and then promptly forgetting they're in your house. Oh, and the growth hormones that usually dance through your body during sleep. They might just wave goodbye too, choosing to skip the party altogether. So, while you might clock in the hours, it's a bit like ordering pizza and receiving a salad. Both are satisfying, but one's definitely missing the good stuff. If you're aiming to wake up feeling like a superhero, consider giving that nightcap a miss. Your future self might just thank you with a high five for choosing sleep quality over a temporary doze induced by alcohol's illusion. Myth: you can get used to sleeping 5 hours a night if you really put your mind to it. Ah, the age-old belief that you can train your body to thrive on a mere 5 hours of sleep. Here's the hard truth: sleep isn't up for negotiations. You can't strike a deal with your body to function like a high-performance machine on minimal shut-eye. Sure, there might be a rare species, let's call them sleep unicorns, that seem to flourish on less sleep. But for the rest of us mere mortals, those precious ZZZs are as essential as sunlight to plants. Your body doesn't operate on a less is more sleep policy, it craves those sweet dreams for a reason. Attempting to convince yourself that 5 hours is the new 8 is a bit like convincing a cat to bark, it's just not their thing. Embrace the truth: you need those hours of rest to conquer the day ahead. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. So, why not cozy up to those extra hours and embrace the beauty of a well-rested mind and body? Your future self will thank you for honoring the sleep anthem. Myth: blue blocking glasses make late-night screens okay. Picture this: rocking shades indoors at midnight, trying to make those late-night screens your bedtime buddies. But here's the reality check: donning those blue blocking glasses isn't a secret pass for an all-night screen fest. Nope, it's not a ticket to the sleep-friendly zone. I hate to burst the bubble, but those shades aren't a magic spell to banish the disruptive effects of screens before snooze time. Sorry, but the golden rule still stands: bedtime and screens don't play well together. Blue light curfews are like the uninvited guests. They don't care about your glasses, they'll party on, disrupting your sleep rhythm. Wishful thinking aside, if you're eyeing a tech-friendly pre-sleep routine, consider swapping that screen time for a good old bedtime story on your e-reader. Trust me, those sheep on the screen might just be the only bedtime tech that actually earns you some quality ZZZs. Sometimes, the old-fashioned bedtime tales truly win the sleep game. Myth: some people never dream. Dreams, they're like those morning whispers, fleeting, elusive, and as slippery as a bar of soap. Here's the scoop: we're all dreamers, folks. It's just that our brains have a knack for hitting the delete button on our nighttime sagas, leaving us with a blank canvas come morning. Ever felt like you've been on an epic adventure, only to have it slip away like sand through your fingers when the alarm clock rings? Yep, blame it on your brain, the ultimate dream ninja that stealthily erases your nighttime escapades. So, unless you're rudely awakened mid-unicorn ride or a cosmic voyage, guess what? You're a dreamer too. It's a bit like trying to catch fireflies. You know they're there, but they're elusive little creatures. So, fear not. You're probably the protagonist of 100 dreamy tales. It's just your brain's special talent to pull off a disappearing act with your dreams. Embrace the mystery and revel in the hidden tales of your nocturnal adventures. Myth: teens wouldn't be so tired if they'd stop staying up so late. The teenage night owl, savoring those late-night hours like a delicacy. It's as if they're hardwired to binge-watch their favorite shows until the crack of dawn. Here's the scoop: advising teens to turn in early is like requesting the sun to rise at midnight. It's just not happening. Believe it or not, teens are in a phase where their internal clocks seem to have a mind of their own. They're part-time vampires, seemingly thriving in the late-night shadows. So, trust the experts on this one. Urging them to hit the hay early might be akin to asking a unicorn for a ride to work. It's a delightful idea, but it's not in their nature. Instead, maybe let them revel in those extra moments of morning snooze time. After all, a bit of extra shut-eye in the AM could just be the secret potion that helps them navigate the day ahead. It's all about embracing their nocturnal tendencies and letting them catch a few more winks when the morning light creeps through the curtains. Myth: it's dangerous to wake a sleepwalker. Ever stumbled upon a sleepwalker in the midst of their nocturnal journey? It's like witnessing a clandestine expedition, but trust me, it's not a scene from a superhero movie. There's a myth that waking up a sleepwalker can lead to an unexpected showdown. Truth is, it's not advisable to give them a sudden jolt, but it's also not a fantastic idea to let them wander into the neighbor's garden. Here's the deal: waking up a sleepwalker might cause confusion or irritation. It's like disrupting a traveler in a foreign land. They might not be too thrilled about the sudden change in itinerary. However, leaving them to roam the streets in dreamland isn't the wisest choice either. So, here's the secret recipe: gently guide them back to bed, like a wise shepherd leading a stray sheep home. It's all about softly steering them back to the comfort of their bed without triggering a sleepwalker's version of grumpy morning vibes. Think of it as a peaceful midnight stroll, but with a gentle, nudging hand towards the land of dreams. Myth: you need a good night's sleep before a big event. The nights before big events, when excitement or nerves take over and sleep becomes as elusive as corralling kittens in a tornado. It's a whirlwind of emotions and anticipation, making shut-eye feel like a distant dream. But here's the insider scoop: fretting over one restless night won't topple your world domination plans. Picture this: you're all hyped up, eagerly anticipating the big day, and suddenly, sleep decides to play hide and seek. It's like trying to tame a hurricane with a hairbrush. It's chaotic. But guess what? A single rough night won't sabotage your grand plans. You've got resilience coursing through your veins. So, take a deep breath, sip some calming tea, and reassure yourself that a night of butterflies in your stomach won't dim your brilliance. Embrace the energy, channel the excitement, and march into that big event with the confidence of someone who knows that a little lack of sleep won't deter their shining moment. You're the conductor of this show, and a single sleepless night won't steal your thunder. Myth: you can stay awake while driving by. Believe me, no amount of tricks or hacks can outsmart drowsiness on the road. If you find yourself scrolling through "stay awake while driving" articles mid-journey, it's a red flag waving frantically for a pit stop and a nap break. Sure, cranking up the AC, blasting tunes, or munching on peppermint might seem like plausible hacks, but when fatigue sets in, safety should always trump gimmicks. It's time for a reality check. If you're battling heavy eyelids and a wandering mind while behind the wheel, the best and safest bet is to pull over and catch some Z's. Park that car, find a safe spot, and indulge in a power nap. No, seriously, no fancy tricks, loud music, or cold air can replace the rejuvenating power of a quick shut-eye. Safety isn't negotiable, it's the steering wheel that guides you to a safe destination. Remember, folks, when it comes to driving and drowsiness, it's always safety first. Thanks for diving into these sleep myths. For more eye-opening content on sleep and wellness, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more exciting insights.